Welcome to SHECP Talks. Through this space, guests will have an opportunity to share valuable insights, experiences, and lessons learned throughout their time at SHECP. Joining us today is Stephanie Rolph, Academic Director for SHECP. Welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to take this moment to just have a brief discussion with you. I understand that the theme for the SHECP 2021 Summer Internship Program has been selected. Could you share a little bit more about that with us?
Absolutely. You know, we ran the internship over this extraordinary summer of 2020. And as our students were working through their virtual internships, in the midst of a pandemic, we saw demonstrations across the country in pursuit of racial justice. And so this was very much on their mind through, you know, figures like George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery. And so they were really, I think, balancing a lot of transformative events in the midst of doing these transformative internships. And I think as that has persisted into the fall, it really led us to select a program theme for 2021 that was going to directly dive into the issue of race and racial disparity in the United States. So our theme for 2021 is practicing equity at the intersection of race and poverty. And what that theme attempts to do is to really sit in that intersectional space so that we're understanding the myriad ways that race impacts, intersects with, and is affected by poverty and the various causes and consequences of poverty. So we're going to spend the entire year really exploring this. So while the summer internship doesn't begin officially until June of 2021, what we decided to do this year was really prepare our entire SHECP community so that we would be ready to support our students when they come in June with our own understanding of this issue, at least to a certain extent. And so we offered some early opportunities, including the most recent of which, a keynote event featuring Dr. Annalie Singh, who's the author of the Racial Healing Handbook, to kind of help us start with some individual racial healing work so that we can really think about these issues on our own, so that we can extend those into the work of our organizations, including our community partners. In the spring, what we'll be doing is we'll really be investing in the academic approach to this, so looking at some scholarship through Dr. Patricia Hill Collins' book, Intersectionality, which is more of a scholarship approach to this, but one that will help inform us as we walk through this theme with our students and they begin to do their own work within the theme.
That's great. Thank you so much for that. So as these opportunities continue to be developed for the 2021 program, where can the SHECP community access such information and learn more about the events, registration, and opportunities for involvement in general?
Well, they can always contact me directly, Rolph, sc@shepherdconsortium.org. We'll also be making regular updates to social media platforms to make sure that folks are aware of ways that they can join in on virtual events that we have, and to be aware of the reading assignments and the activities that we're using to explore that. The success that we had with our 2020 program theme, the geography of poverty, has really helped us envision the various ways that we can connect with our community through keynote events and through smaller cohort groups that are interacting virtually. And so that's really helping us develop more community building events so that people can join from wherever they are, especially in this moment where so many of us are working virtually, that we don't just have to work into, you know, we don't have to wait until we're in that position to meet in person. And we're trying to take advantage of that as much as we can. So I think that we have the privilege of being in a space where we can let some of these events happen naturally and organically, and not have to be tied to all of the planning that physical events require. And so I think that ideas that we have from community members and them reaching out to us with suggested texts or activities for their students in the summer would be welcome. So wherever and whenever they can reach out to us with ideas and ways to participate, we'll be happy to hear it.
That's great. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Stephanie, for joining us today on SHECP Talks. Until next time.